You do? Well, who else could it be? Camille. None of us has any reason to stop the train but Camille. She doesn't want us to find Jake's mine, so she's going to do whatever she can to keep its location a secret.
She is dead, you know.
Well, duh. That's why I know it's her. What's more, your friend, that Jim Harley guy?
Not Jim, Joe Hardy.
Yeah, well, he thinks it's Camille, too. He just doesn't have the guts to say so.
What?
I'll come back later.
I'll be waiting.
Hey, glad you stopped in. You gotta listen to this.
What have you got?
I put this digital recorder in the corner where Camille showed up in that picture and turned it on so it would just keep recording. Now when you play it back at normal volume, all you hear is background noise. But when you turn the volume way up and run the signal through a filter or two, hear that?
I hear something. It kind of sounds like a woman singing.
Not just any woman.
Camille.
So be careful what you say in here. She's listening.
Are you by any chance missing a small digital thermometer?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. When I went through the box I packed them in, that one over there, I came up one short. I was hoping to set up at least 6 in here so I could check the cold spots. How did you know I was missing one?
Because Tino Balducci found it by the emergency brake handle when he was testing it for fingerprints.
No,
and
I'm
now
not.
he thinks you're the one who pulled it.
That's ridiculous. I didn't have any reason to pull the emergency brake.
Is it true that your show is in danger of being canceled?
Newsflash, my show was canceled. Happened last night. But what nobody knows yet is that it's been picked up by a major TV network. Not only am I still on the air, but I'm sitting prettier than ever. Any other
No, I'm not.
questions?
Were you in this room
I
the whole
didn't.
time prior to that emergency brake thing?
No, I
Of
didn't.
course not. I made a couple of trips to my compartment in the sleeping car to get more equipment. But did I get an overpowering urge to pull the emergency brake while I was there?
No,
No.
you don't.
Thanks for the chat.
Goodbye.
Hmm.
Dump all your food and then you gotta eat it on the ground. It makes a lot of sense.
Everyone, if you heard that, that was my dad.
Nancy, you missed it.
Missed what?
The argument of the century.
Joe, he's exaggerating.
Oh, come on. You heard them. They were ready to tear each other to shreds.
Who?
Charlena and Lori.
All we heard was the tail end of it, and unfortunately, we really couldn't make out what they were
Sorry
saying.
if you guys heard
So, you don't know
some
what they were
discussion.
arguing about?
My dad
No,
came down
whatever it
and he was
was,
talking to
both of them
my
were absolutely
bunny
out
because
of
she
their
kind of
minds
messes up her
livid,
cage
and
a
it would probably
lot.
be a good idea to find out why.
Let me look into it. I'll talk to you later, okay?
You know where to find us.
And he was putting away something. I forgot what he was putting away anyway. But he kind of
More
interrupted.
questions? What
just
were
kept
you and
recording, I'm
Lori
not sure why.
arguing about earlier today?
Lori and I? We weren't arguing. We were simply discussing a topic about which both of us are passionate, that's all.
Were you discussing her wanting to be a romance novelist?
No. And even if we were, that's really none of your business. I know that sounds harsh, but really, Nancy, eavesdropping is so tacky.
Actually, it was
So
Frank and
tacky.
Joe Hardy who overheard you. They said I should talk to you before they gave me all the gory details, but since you obviously don't want to tell me your side of the story, I'll just have to get the scoop from them.
No, you don't have to do that. A storyline that Lori submitted to me found its way into my last book, despite the fact that she never received compensation for it. She's reading the book now, and when she got to that part, she freaked.
You stole one of her ideas?
She had no business sending me unsolicited material. But technically, yes. Now, legally, she can't prove anything, and I'm certainly not about to admit anything. And it's not as if she needs the money. But that's what we were arguing about. For what it's worth, I'm going to talk to this producer I know to see if he'll cast Laurie in his next movie. It'll help ease my conscience, and who knows? She could wind up being a star. I mean, she is blonde.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. Now I'm gonna talk to Lori and see if that's the same case. Oh, I can't take the stupid gems yet. Let's see if I can figure out.
Yes?
I'll come back later.
You go, girl.
I don't know. We can't talk to her about it. Okay, let's just go back to Frank and Joe. This is an awesome train, though.
Hey, how's it going?
Balducci wants me to share everything I find out about Jake Hurley with him.
I'll bet he does.
He just doesn't want you to show him up again.
Yeah, he wants you to do all the legwork so at the last minute, bam, he can swoop in and grab all the credit.
I wouldn't tell him a thing, Nance.
Unless it's to get lost.
Tino found one of John Gray's thermometers by the emergency brake handle and is getting ready to throw the book at him.
John Gray threw the emergency brake? Why would he do that?
That was my first question, which makes me wonder if maybe Tino's the one who's up to something.
I still say there's less to all this than meets the eye, if you get my drift.
I get your drift, Joe. I have lived with your drift for years. Saddled with your drift.
All right, all right.
I think I know the name of Jake Hurley's engineer, James Thurston.
Great! What else do you know about him?
Well, nothing.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, finding out more about him will give us something to do. We'll look into it.
See you in a bit.
Sounds good. Back already?
Were you able to find anything out about Jake's engineer, that James Thurston guy?
Good news and bad news. The good news is he had a wife in Copper Gorge, so he may have had children.
The bad news is our internet service provider stopped providing before we could use our cell phones to find out anything else.
That's okay. We can do more checking when we get to Copper Gorge.
Right.
Aw.
See you soon.
Sounds good.
More questions?
Well, I'll let you go.
Let me know if you run across anything
Juicy. Still can't take it.
No, no, no.
No.
What's up?
I won't keep you any longer.
Goodbye.